Next gen is officially here, everybody! Unfortunately for a lot of folks, it probably won't start until Christmas, or your birthday, or tax return season next year, or sometime else next year, or 2 years from now. Who really cares? It's fine. For myself, I managed to get my hands on an Xbox Series X shortly after launch because my Xbox was the system that had the greater need for an upgrade. Bro, why am I so bad at unboxing shit, dog? And as a result, I still haven't been able to snag a PS5 and likely won't until sometime next year at the earliest. But I gotta admit, those launch games are looking pretty nice over there. I really would like to have a nice romp through some Demon's Souls, and I kinda still want in on the fun, generally. So today, we're gonna take a look at the PS4 Pro version of one of the PS5's most prominent launch titles, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and see if it's still worth playing to give myself a bit of the taste of the next generation of PlayStation exclusives. Short answer, the developers at Insomniac are wizards, and yes, it is still very much worth playing. So just to be clear here, I played this game on PS4 Pro, so all these impressions are based on my experience playing Miles Morales on a PS4 Pro. First off, the game looks amazing, even at the capped 30 frames per second, even without ray tracing, even without those prominent PS5 features that you get with this game. The colors still pop, the environments still look incredible, and the performance is still smooth. Having recently played the PS4 Pro version of 2018's original Spider-Man game, it feels like a seamless transition from one to the next, with focused improvements to swinging, combat, and side stories, but with the core gameplay loop still intact. As for the content of the game itself, that doesn't miss a beat either. It's just as fun and engaging as we've come to expect from Insomniac, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite games of the year. The first sequence, for example, is absolutely one of the most exciting things I've played this year in a game. It feels as though Insomniac took everything that worked about the main Spider-Man game, cut away a lot of the bloat like the unnecessary stealth missions, and made the combat way more fun with some new abilities in line with Miles' powers. There's not as many gadgets, but there are some sweet new abilities that make combat very, very satisfying for me personally. Even swinging around in this game feels more fun than it previously was because of Miles' bigger variety of stunts, expressive animations, and the hip-hop inspired score. I also found the character of Miles and the story itself to be very endearing. It didn't light my world on fire, but it was wholesome, charming, and exciting in all the right moments. Like in Spider-Man 2018, it feels great to play as a superhero who is just pure of heart and out to do good. It feels great to play as the good guy. It felt good then, it feels good now. Maybe more so now, because while this universe's Peter Parker was already well established when we stepped into his shoes, we get to see Miles go on his own journey in this game, and it is very satisfying. So while it might not be the full-fledged sequel that fans of the Miles Morales character were probably hoping for, and I personally am hoping that we see something like that at some point in the future of this new Spider-Man franchise, it is a fantastic side story with a ton of time, love, and polish put into every single minute of it, and I'm sure it makes for a great launch game on the PS5, but if you weren't able to cop a PS5 like I wasn't, you don't have to miss out on this game or compromise your experience by playing a version with drastically reduced quality. You're still getting more than your money's worth if you pick up Miles Morales on your PS4 or PS4 Pro. I played on the Pro, but I've heard firsthand that even the base PS4 version sticks to a consistent 30 frames per second during gameplay with very few drops, which, considering how old the original PS4 and Xbox One are at this point, and considering the top end of what you get on PS5 with this game, it's incredible that it even runs at all, let alone consistently. I could say without a doubt that Miles Morales is absolutely worth playing on the PS4, and would recommend that anyone feeling a little bit of FOMO about next-gen gaming, or is just generally interested in the next chapter of this new Spider-Man franchise, pick this one up if you get a chance. Thanks for watching this video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it or found it useful. The reason I made it is because I haven't seen a ton of content focused purely on like this question, whether the PS4 version is worth it of this game when the PS5 version is the one that's been consistently advertised. And it was one of my main questions leading up to this release. How much of a downgrade is this game on PS4 or PS4 Pro? Turns out, not much at all, and that's super awesome. I hope everyone out there is staying safe for the holidays. I wish you all the very best. Stay inside, be responsible. I hope your holiday is very pleasant and full of good times and safety and video games. And as always, I've been the Mighty Mander, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out, my friends.